Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing something that Hannah from Letter M inspired, and that is to go through my entire owned TBR. I don't know how many books I have, so this might be a while. Let's get started. So first of all, I have my two anthologies, and that is Vampires Never Get Old, which is a collection of vampire stories by multiple authors. The second one is Hex Life, which is an anthology of short stories about witchcraft. Got The Angel of the Crow by Catherine Addison, The Witness for the Dead by Catherine Addison, The Hazel Wood by Melissa Albert, Hagseed by Margaret Atwood, Bunny by Mona Awad. This will be a reread, but I'm really excited. Foundry Side by Robert Jackson Bennett, The Devil Makes Three by Tori Bovalino, Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen, Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, Afterlove by Tanya Byrne, Ink and Bone by Rachel Kane, The Sin Eater by Megan Campisi, Featherwind by Beth Cartwright, A Close and Common Orbit and A Record of a Spaceborne Few by Becky Chambers, which is part of the Wayfarer series, and I've already read A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. Yoke by Mary H.K. Choi, Artemis Fowl by Ian Colfer, The Betrayals by Bridget Collins, The Blood Trials by N.E. Davenport, Freshwater by Akweki Emezi, The Upper World by Femi Fadugba, We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal, The Merciless Ones by Namina Fauna, Love the Gilded Ones, can't wait to get to this, Caraval, Legendary, and Finale by Stephanie Garber, Magic for Liars by Sarah Gailey, The Queens of Innisleia by Tessa Grattan, Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray, Looking for Alaska by John Green, The Humans by Matt Haig, The Shadow in the Glass by J.J.A. Harwood, Bacchanal by Veronica G. Henry, Sister Song by Lucy Holland, The Remains of the Day by Kazu Ishiguro, The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan, Aurora Burning by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman, Misery by Stephen King, The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher, Glitterati by Oliver K. Langmead, A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee, Jade City by Fonda Lee, You Must Not Miss by Katrina Leno, Mina and the Undead by Amy McCall, The Stranger Times by C.K. McDonnell, Gilded by Marissa Meyer, The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, Kings of a Dead World by Jamie Mollart, Brightfall by Jamie Lee Moyer, Sleeping Giants and Waking Gods by Sylvian Nuevel, A Gathering of Ravens by Scott Oden, All Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline O'Donoghue, Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. This was gifted to me by Olivia Savannah from Olivia's Catastrophe, so thank you very much. An Arrow to the Moon by Emily X.R. Pan, The Gormenghast Trilogy by Mervyn Peake, Bluebird by C.L. Piello, There Will Come a Darkness by Katie Rose Poole, The Trials of Apollo, The Hidden Oracle and The Dark Prophecy by Rick Riordan, The Crowfolk by Mark Stay, East of Eden by John Steinbeck, The Hanging Artist by John Steinhagen, The Coldest Touch by Isabel Sterling, Loki, A Bad God's Guide to Being Good by Louis Stowell, The Toll by Neil Schusterman. I read both Scythe and Thunderhead. Scythe last year and Thunderhead this year. Really enjoyed both, so can't wait to finish the series. And Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. Again, I read Strange the Dreamer last year. Loved it. Can't wait to finish the duology. By Force Alone by Levi Tider. The Devil in the Dark Water and The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turnton, The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton, Blood to Poison by Mary Watson, The Revelry by Catherine Webber, The Book of Accidents by Chuck Wendig, Retribution Falls by Chris Wooding, and How Much of These Hills is Gold by C. Pam Zhang. On to hardbacks. These are not in any particular order. The Kingdom of Back by Mary Lou, Aurora's End by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, Daughter of the Deep by Rick Riordan, The Red Scrolls of Magic and The Lost Book of the White by Cassandra Clare. I was thinking about not reading any more Cassandra Clare, but these ones are about Alex and Magnus, and they're my two favourite characters in the Shadowhunters books, so these are the only two that I am going to be keeping. Pandora's Jar by Natalie Haynes, The Bloodprint by Asma Zehant Khan, The Galaxy and the Ground Within by Becky Chambers, Defy the Night by Bridget Kemner, Shatter the Sky by Rebecca Kim Wells, Hollow City and The Library of Souls by Ransom Briggs, and again I've read the first two Miss Peregrines and I can't wait to finish off the series. Baby Love by Jacqueline Wilson, The October Faction by Steve Niles and Damien Worm, Isola Volume 2 by Brendan Fletcher and Carl Kerschel, Skyward, Starsight, Cytonic and Skyward Flight by Brandon Sanderson, Vengeful by V. Schwab, loved Vicious, need to finish the series. All's Well by Mona Awad, Anatomy by Sana Schwartz, The Book of Living Secrets by Madeline Rue, The Spirit Engineer by AJ West, The Book of Night by Holly Black. The Two Towers and Return of the King, both of them rereads. I'm currently in the middle of The Two Towers. If you didn't know, I'm hosting Middle Earthathon at the end of August, and I would like to read these before the readathon starts. Reread them. In the same vein, I'd like to do a reread of The Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien, and I'd also like to have a look at The Hobbits of Tolkien and The Atlas of Tolkien, both by David Day. In the Quick by Kate Hope Day, The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, The Unbroken by C.L. Clarke, Incendiary by Zoradia Cordova, To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Poloni, The Clockwork Girl by Anna Mazzola, and I love this edition, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, Jade Fire Gold by June C.L. Tan, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, Carmilla by Sheridan Lee Farnu, and then there were None by Agatha Christie, The Lamplighters by Emma Stonex, Mrs. England by Stacey Halls, Ariadne by Jennifer Saint, The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake, City of Dusk by Tara Sim, Blood Siren by Deborah Follet, Hag, Forgotten Folk Tales Retold, and this is a collection of anthologies of Celtic folklore, The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah, The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin, The Goddess in the Machine by Laura Beth Johnson, Fire with Fire by Destiny Soraya, Mischief Acts by Zoe Gilbert, Hare House by Sally Hinchcliffe, Seven Devils by Elizabeth May and Laura Lynn, Only a Monster by Vanessa Len, These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan, A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, The Gilded Cage by Lynette Noni, The Girl from the Sea by Molly Knox Ostertag, A Pocket Full of Crows and Ophelia by Joanne M. Harris. I've just run downstairs because all of these are on my TBR cart because I'm hoping to get to these this month. Next month, I may have read some of these by the time this goes out, but currently, as of June, they haven't been. Build Your House Around My Body by Violet Coppersmith, The Confessions of Franny Langton by Sarah Collins, Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Christoph, Ghosted by Jen Ashworth, Spark by Alice Broadway, Love and Other Disasters by Anita Kelly, If This Gets Out by Sophie Gonzalez and Cale Dietrich, If Cats Disappeared from the World by Genki Kawamura, The Cabinet by Unsu Kim and translated by Sean Lee Halbert, The Cat Who Saved Books by Sasuke Natsukawa, The Foundling by Stacey Halls, Luster by Raven Leilani, Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell, finally, The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. So that is how many books I own. Hopefully by the time I've edited this, I actually know how many books I own on my TBR. And yeah, that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know which books I should read soon. Should be a priority. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys. Bye.